In 2012, we crossed paths with a man named Robert Bingham. He was a man who claimed he could summon UFOs. We at Third Phase of Moon took notice, and Robert made a claim that defied everything we knew. He believed he had the power to summon UFOs. So we challenged him to do the unthinkable. We said, do it in public. He accepted. And now, more than 15 years later, his techniques have sparked a global movement of people still practicing his methods. Now, after 9 long years, we are reuniting with the new collective of UFO summoners to see if we can capture the unexplainable, the phenomenon, once more. But we never expected what happened next. In a stunning twist, Robert Bingham himself makes a surprise appearance, ready to break down the exact process of his extraordinary gifts. Now follow us as we join this incredible group of people searching for the skies for answers.
I'd say since I saw the first one, since I was about 15 years old. 15. And the first time I saw it, I always thought, is it real? Are they there or whatever? And since a kid, I've always been interested in airplanes, rockets, missiles, all that sort of things. So when I would see like a Piper Cherokee go over, I always look at it, any plane. But when this particular one was up there, he went over, but behind it, way up higher, was a cylindrical spaceship that was amber, like an amber stone. And it had portal windows on it. So I stood there at 15 looking at it. I go, damn, UFOs are really real, man. I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, now it answered the question for me that they're real. So I was firmly on that. I knew they're real. And I wanted to get people to look at it, but nobody was around. It was just me. So taking all these photos and everything, I'm a pretty shy guy. I didn't want public scrutiny and all that. And at the time, I was drinking beer and doing a little coke, but not really out of hand. But, I'll be honest with you, that's what I was doing, And so I started to look at other people in the UFO world, and I didn't like what I saw, so I said to myself, I want to go public, but And then my neighbor, Mark Guzman, I showed him what I do, and I personally showed him all kinds of ships. And one day I was coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was waiting up for me. And I was tired, and he goes, hey man, I got an interview with Blake. I didn't know who you were. And he goes, get that picture. And he said it, I said, I'll do it. I didn't know, never did an interview. Okay, I'll do it. And that's when we did that interview.
Well, to tell you the truth, I never really believed in UFOs. I never thought they were real. Up until I met Robert. This guy had exposed me to certain things that I thought were fantasy. Basically, when he calls UFOs, they basically come out of the sky, out of a clear blue sky.
And I believe you said, well, let's do something at the park. I don't remember what happened, but we scheduled to do something at the park, and it really went, phew.
You could actually summon a UFO, and we could actually capture it on camera?
Yes, on camera. Not one, not two, many. Many.
So Robert, you're going to be sharing us an exclusive video for the first time on YouTube. Viewers for the first time are going to see this around the world. Can you share this picture that you photographed? Apparently you say that there are pilots in this UFO photograph.
There's a pilot and a co-pilot. Yes, I can. Can you hold this? Actually, I was waiting with my camera for this type of photo, which I'm always waiting, but they actually came and I caught this photo. I feel the time is right for the world to know that this is real, and that we better find out what they really want us to know. Everything happened like supposed to, and And then it took on a life of its own. Yeah, it took on a life of its own, and I had a good following. But like anything else in YouTube, I found a lot of people platformed off of me and started calling themselves the summoners, and it rocked my world a little bit. You know, I have to say, you know, never been there, didn't know what to expect, and all those fantastic footages that we got of phenomenon. And so it just took off. And then I just started channeling, you might say, of where to go and how to do it and all that, and do these things and all that. And then it just, what I knew was going to happen is that group, I call it the money-making apparatus of UFO Kingdom, or whatever it is. I knew they were gonna jump on it and start putting CGI out and mixing it all up, so I'd get lost in the process. And it did happen like that, but it didn't rock my world, because I know who I am. I discovered what I can do. And that was obvious when I did that beach thing at, what's it called, Mimosa Beach Pier?
UFO sighting, UFO sighting. Okay, right here, come here. This guy, look at where this guy's pointing. He summoned them down, UFOs, look for it. There, right there, you see? You see that bright white light there? There it is, there it is.
Oh yeah, right there, oh my god, I just see it.
It's just, okay,
Yeah, I see it.
Okay guys, have you seen anything like it?
That's crazy. It disappeared right now.
There it is, it's right there, right there.
What is this? Did you get it? I don't, where did it go?
Right, so UFOs on location right here on the pier. Have you guys ever seen anything like this?
No. I don't know.
I did that one specifically at the beach, so nobody could say, "Oh, some guy released it at a boat," and that was a special with the kids.
It's gonna flash right.
It flashes. What?
Oh, they were just excited to know that there was that the UFOs are real and that they're not alone. And people, I think, all inside their beings, inside their self, know that we're not alone.
When I first got interested in UFOs, I was watching a movie called Invaders from Mars from 1954. I don't know if you ever saw it, where the little kid sees the UFO outside of his window and freaks out, but that's such a good movie. I still watch it, but that got me started. But Robert Bingham is what got me really going.
Where'd you first see Robert Bingham?
I was watching a YouTube video and he said he had a summoning, and I'm thinking, really? You can go down there and see this stuff? And the first day that I went down to see him, I got orbs coming down in a triangle right in the middle of the sky, downtown LA, broad daylight. It was so cool.
Turn around at time and it'll just shine, and it'll turn away, it'll shine, and it'll just keep me fast when they play also. Then
How many did you see?
I saw two. It could have been the same one, but at first it was this way and it went that way and disappeared. And the second one I caught it right here. It just started taking off that way.
Looming up straight above me in the sky. Those three flashes that I saw today, also on the park. The same ship, same flashes. And then that was the first thing I saw. And then I saw a bunch of lights of the fast ships drink across the sky, and I'm going crazy at this point. And I go to the front of my house, and then curiously enough, by the end of my city, I see four, never going higher or lower, just flying across the city.
Never been in.
They get all the way out of me. I'm brain for good.
These things, if you just saw one, it just went by really fast. That time I saw one that blinked. Never seen one that blinked before.
It's been a very comfortable community where we all are open to our observations. I've had multiple sites. On the first one that I had with Hans, we saw a U shape come out of the cloud line, and we got it on film. And once we did observations onto it, it does have a bubble dome on it. And this thing came out of the skyline. That was with Hans in Southgate at a previous location than here. So from there, I've just been supportive with Hans and the group and Shelly. Shelly has an amount of amazing orbs, same with Hans. I believe it's LA UFO channel on YouTube, if you guys want to take a look at that. And other than that, they are here. After talking with Robert Bingham and being there at his events at Angel's Flight and seeing orbs come out and things of that nature as well, it just keeps furthering what is happening around us and how this life is, you know. We're not told everything that meets the eye.
Robert Bingham isn't here to convince you with words. He's here to remind you of a language you've forgotten. He speaks of why, not just the science of philosophy, but the aching human need to know that we are not the final chapter of this story. He tells the crowd that the sky isn't a ceiling, it's an invitation. Now, the air grows heavy, the temperature drops, and then, at the exact coordinates of their collective intent, the fabric of the sky begins to open. It has arrived. And then, the crowd goes ecstatic.
Oh my gosh, there it is! It's like an orangey and it's kind of glowing a little.
It's orange and white.
Oh wow, I see it.
No, right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Hold on, it disappeared. It'll come back right now. Well, watch, it'll come back. Hold on. Look, there it is. It's going behind the white.
It started to come about when I
It's right in the middle. You can barely see it. It's blending in with the white. Right there, look, it's coming into the right. It's blending in with the white right there. At the tip right here. Watch, you'll see it come out.
One of the little points of those in and out. And it's kind of reddish.
Right
Oh
there,
my
right
gosh,
there it
there it is! It's like an orangey and it's kind of glowing a little.
Yeah, it's orange and white.
Oh wow,
Look,
I see it.
No, right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Hold on, it disappeared. It'll come back right now. Well, watch, it'll come back. Hold on. Look, there it is. It's going behind the white.
It started to come about when I
It's right in the middle. You can barely see it. It's blending in with the white. Right there, look, it's coming into the right. It's blending in with the white right there. At the tip right here. Watch, you'll see it come
One
out.
of the little points of those little
At the tip, right where it right there, exactly. Right there, look. It's right behind, like in the middle of the white. It's a little white dot in the same general area. Right here, straight in this cloud right there.
Oh, these little tiny little
Yeah, you can barely see it right there. Look, it's a white little dot, like a little star.
Yep. The other side of
It's red. It's white.
where the dog face is.
Yeah, right there, right in the middle of where it's cleared. Like you see, like it's red, like it's white.
It's very small.
It's still
like
white.
if I take my eyes off of it, but I can see it.
It disappeared. It'll come back right now. Well, watch, it'll come back. Look, there it is.
Hey man, we just saw this really cool UFO up there and it was like an orange-red one and it was just peeking through the clouds and then my excitement was through the roof. And I couldn't catch it on camera, but we're here at the Skywatch at LA UFO channel. We do this once a month and we see a bunch of orbs and I don't know if you saw it, but I saw one up there. They're still looking right now. And every time we come here, we see maybe 7 to 10 different objects, and most of them appear as kind of orb shaped, but we do see like flotillas and some have tails, some don't, some things zipping by. We've had bag anomalies, which sounds crazy, and we're like, wait, that's not a bag, it's hanging out over the tree. And we had one time that would come up over the tree, hang out for 10 or 15 minutes, and it kind of looked like a little jellyfish shape, like plasma, a little bit clear, almost like a bag anomaly, left, and then came back 15 minutes later over the same tree. So yeah, there's a lot of different things we see here. I know that maybe it was about 12, 13 years ago, they saw a humanoid UFO at this park with one arm, I guess. So that's pretty much been circulating the internet, kind of crazy. I wasn't there that day, unfortunately.
Actually, I don't know.
God, I can't even see it. What the hell is wrong with
No, it's straight up and down.
No, it has something on the side, Robert.
We came from here, we were watching something called the humanoid. We all filmed it. We all had it, and it was a big, it looked like an astronaut without an arm. It was standing up there.
We gotta get a picture of it.
Yeah? Uh-oh, Iron Man, sorry.
Probably what is that?
Super frustration.
But I remember you guys were here 9 years ago and Robert Bingham was doing his thing and I was showing you my photos and everything, and I didn't have the YouTube set up at the time, so thanks to you guys I have it now. But at the end of the day, you guys left early, and at the end of the day we saw this. I said we need one more good one to show up, and within 5 minutes this green like metallic plasma, looked like liquid alloy, like special effects out of a movie, just started doing this with lights everywhere and green and flashing lights, and we're like, oh my God, you know. So the excitement of that was like, oh, that's not a balloon, there's no way that is. And right when I called it, within 5 minutes it was there. Robert really called it, but I kind of mentioned like, hey, we need another one. So it came over, it was green, and then this white balloon thing popped out of it. I got so excited, screamed, that I think I scared it back in the ship. It was like a plasma ship. And it just, like 15, 20 minutes was just doing this. So it's called the Leprechaun UFO. That's on Robert Bingham's channel. You guys got to see that. But we see a lot of things, and thanks to you guys, you have me more interested. I had the Cube UFO that you guys showed 9 years ago. Thank you for that. You boosted my YouTube and got me going and more interested. So now I am finally on YouTube, not Facebook or anything. But I think my favorite capture would be one called an Ibani, which stands for Entity Biological Anomaly Non-Identifiable. And I know in Mexico they see a lot of those. And that basically, it looks like it was a vertical worm-shaped, probably telephone pole sized. It looked like a stick in the sky, but it had a bend at the top. And that has to be my favorite because it was the most unusual. And it just kept moving, and it just would turn its head like that and just do different things, and it hung out for 15 minutes, and it was on a Father's Day. So it was weird that I was getting ready to take my dad home, and that's what happened, and I saw that. So that was my favorite one. So Robert started to teach me and how to summon a little bit differently and better with my consciousness and different ways, and told me all his experiences, and it just kind of took off from there. And I would try to go to every skywatch he had, and that's when I met Jay Lee Hans, which is a part of this group, LA UFO channel, which spawned and springed off of Robert's skywatching. So he gave us the idea. And there was Fausto Perez, Jim Martin, all of them were here at the time, and I got hooked. What I've been seeing is not a balloon or anything, and when you see something unusual, you're gonna keep watching it. So there's things that will show you that are so unusual that they're meant for you only to see, and they won't let you film them all the time. Like, you turn the camera on, lights out. I have a lot of favorites, that's a problem. So if you tell me to pick one, I'm gonna pick 5 or 10. So, but yeah, I mean, you guys have been helping me, you've helped Robert, you've helped expose all different communities and different ways of telling the truth of what's out there so that no one can say that we're just tinfoil hat people anymore.
We're lucky we have Robert Bingham here also. He called for them, and so now we're beginning to see them. So very, very excited. Let's see, I'm Hans from LA UFO channel, and we've been doing this, I think, for 13 years. And this is like people's refuge for UFO sightings and stuff. You can't take UFO information to your work or whatever, so people come over here. One of our famous ones I thought was fantastic was the humanoid one that I think like 6 people captured it, and to me it looked like the Michelin Man, but I just remember capturing it, and it was white, moved. It was spectacular. It was spectacular.
Yeah, so I heard about this event just by hanging out with Robert Bingham. Like I met Jay like that, and then I knew he was having this event, like summoning UFOs. And then in Santa Ana, over at the House of Guru Ramdas, I would have my own event over there, summoning UFOs too. So that's how I met Robert Bingham. And then I would go with him to Disclosure Fest or just go meet him over there, and we'd see like UFOs over there as well. And then, so this event, Jay organizes it, and so we all get together here at Sequoia Park in Monterey once a month, and usually it's like the last Sunday of the month. And we get here, and usually we start like around 11 o'clock, or people come in, sooner or later, like that. We're here till like 4 or even 5 o'clock, and then sometimes we see more UFOs or like UAPs of some type, and other times we see less, but like oftentimes we're just here every last Sunday of the month. And just like today, so when I come here, I just simply start looking up at the sky, and I start looking out for them, and then sooner or later you'll see something, like whether it looks like a typical saucer or it looks like an orb. And sometimes it looks like if they're cloaking to look like something that's recognizably human. And then they'll even be flying, they'll do like flybys even closer, like just right above, like at tree level. And then you look at it better and it's not, it looks like if it's like aluminum or chrome, but seamless. It's like a propulsion of some type. And then you could see that there's like an electromagnetic pulse or field kind of like around it, And then like the ones that we saw today, sometimes they're solid color, but because they're so far away, I'm not sure if it's rotating like in circles, but it looks like if it's reddish orange, but like made of light. And then it looks like if it's white, and then it looks like if it's even a cooler or hotter tone, and it looks like white or blue, and then all of a sudden they like disappear. And then it comes back again, and it's like a a warm color like red, orange, and then it becomes white again, and then like white or blue, and then they disappear, and then the other times it's just continuous white, like that, and then it'll get like, it'll magnify the light, and then it gets smaller. Or like the one that we saw, the last one, it's going across, but it looks like if it's pulsing, like it's on and then off, and it looked like if it was like a shield or like the typical type of UFO, like if it's almost like rotating, and like if the sun hits it on one side and it reflects it, and the other side, like if it's non-reflective, almost like if it's invisible and then visible, like that. Like if it has like an infrared cloak, and then it doesn't. Watch, there might even be one right now. Let's see. Could be, but it's right there. Look, you see?
It's high up there.
Well, this all got started 17 years ago, and I have to say that I intentionally did this with no money and nothing, and look what happened. And people all over the world are doing it. So when I put out that word of truth, was like shooting an arrow into a big lake and hitting the middle and it rippling, and that's the ripple around the world of the truth. And eventually what's gonna happen is this thing's gonna become bigger than anything. And I might not be here, it's okay. But I know that I did my issue of what I had to do for mankind and the kids.
It's been 17 years now since Robert Bingham went public, and now the world is summoning and inviting UFOs for themselves. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned. We at Third Phase Moon are going to be visiting other UFO summoners throughout the LA region in upcoming episodes. And make sure you check out LA UFO channel for more get-togethers to speak with the phenomenon. Maybe you'll get lucky and capture it yourself. Everybody subscribe, keep your eyes on the skies. This is Blake Cousins. We're not alone. We'll see you next time.
It's right above the clouds. Oh, and it started glowing a little bit orange red. Oh my gosh, I saw it, but now, like you said, it fades in and out.